Namaste.
Hello guys.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. Welcome to
Alpana Rai and Zulekha Khan's podcast.
Yes.
First ever.
yes
Location, Zulekha's room.
yes
Timing,
whatever it is around 12 midnight. All right guys. So today this is very random podcast and we are going to have this podcast session like something very quick question. इनसे मैं बहुत जल्दी questions पूछूंगी और इन्हें आंसर देना होगा.
coffee with Alpana. वो
नहीं
कौन सा वाला?
नहीं Coffee with Karan.
नहीं, the rapid fire.
हमारे वहाँ ये melons with Alpana and
कट करना होगा, ये इतना मुंह खोल के खाया है हमारी सक्सेस दो दोस्त, एक फोन, एक कमरा. चलो चलो चलो.
Alright guys, so in this whole podcast we're gonna ask few quick questions from Zulekha. So not to be very personal, but Zulekha, introduce a little bit about yourself. Like who are you, what do you do, like something cool, not like resume content.
Okay, so basically I'm Zulekha Khan. I
So,
belong. Let me speak, bro. My background is Pakistani and Indian. I currently live in Singapore. I have a very nice friend. She's sitting here, Alpana. And I like reading books. I'm into my religion. We share similar values and traditions. That's why we are, very close. Even though our family is very close. My family is very close to Alpana. She's like a sister to me and my dad's daughter. Because my dad's like to adopt everyone.
Alright, moving on. Next question. So Zulekha, what makes you believe that you have really bright future in Singapore?
First question. I want to go to Dubai. Take me to Dubai.
Alright. So she's in Singapore and often it said a lot of people approach me asking they really want to be in Singapore, but for her who is here, she is a Singaporean and she wants to go Dubai. So
Inshallah.
anyone looking forward to call someone Dubai, please ask her out. And this podcast is going to focus on some core values of friendship. So I'm gonna ask her some quick questions. What do you see when you choose someone as friend? Like what makes you passionate that? Do you choose people as friends or they become automatically? What's your strategy of friendship?
I think there are two perspectives. You
Alright.
kind of choose unconsciously, and naturally also it becomes like if you're sharing similar values, similar goals, similar outlook of life, and especially same language, the language.
Yeah,
you can
that plays a lot of role.
Really, like you can express yourself in that. It's not about just English or anything else. For me it's Hindi or Urdu because I've spent like 14-15 years in Pakistan. So that's why we found that connection. We could swear in, I mean mostly right, we can swear in Hindi, say words in Hindi that you cannot express in English. So,
Yeah, that's true.
and values as well. So when you're choosing a friend, it's something that comes naturally, but at the same time subconsciously you're like looking for similar values, similar goals. If they like
Isn't it similar for the life partner then?
very similar, because when you're okay, I'm an expert in this, but when you're finding a life partner, you have to look for someone who can be your friend. So core values should be similar. Their way of life, or the way they look at things should be similar. The way they want to bring up their kids. That's why religion and values really play an important part.
Alright,
Because you cannot have two different people raising kids. The kids will be confused and they will be
Two different perspectives.
Exactly.
That's very true because
But adding on to that, I'm so sorry.
yes.
You cannot find 100% match. Marriage or any kind of partnership or friendship is also a name of compromise. So there are going to be little things you need to compromise. But you as a person, you need to decide what is your priorities or what is your some of the things that you really cannot compromise.
It is
on.
something like opportunity cost. Like when you come to Singapore to study all alone, you leave your family behind.
Exactly.
So when you choose
Give and
something,
take.
you give up on something,
Exactly.
and then the other party needs to do the same thing. So I think it happens very.
And lastly, the more you know yourself, it's better for you, because it will help you to find the partner as well. But if you're confused, like I don't know, man, then
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way I can disagree with that. Yeah. All right. Anyways, let's not keep it very big, and we will have a kind of like a cutoff of this whole podcast and get a very one-liner from her or in general, that how she looks up in life, for what are the key things that
Partner.
you want to focus on. I mean, of course, partner is one of the key things,
No, I
especially
thought you were
at our
talking
age.
about partner.
No. I'm just focusing on like few things in life that you think is really good, because easily, often, many of us get depressed, distressed, and I won't say unnecessary thoughts, but huge overthinking. I'm one of the candidate for
Me
that
too.
full-time job.
Full-time job.
Full-time overthinking. So, what is the key thing that you think can really make a person think or live differently if they want to not overthink and just live moments in life?
To be honest, like everyone has a different framework of life. So individually it depends on the person, but the basics are the same. And the basic is the more busier you get, the less you overthink. Depression is real, but at the same time, living in this age of labels and everything, depression is a very commonly used word. If you're anxious, you're depressed. If you're sad about a breakup, you're depressed. If you lost a job, you're depressed. So it's an overly used word. It's an abused word, I would say. It's not that common. Nowadays, everyone is having some psychological problem. So that's not, it's not possible.
Let's
It
not
doesn't make
generalize
sense.
that.
Let's not generalize that. And more people, they are not aware. They're just using the terms, throwing out the
But
terms.
Zuleika, recently, very recently, last week I made a friend. I met a friend. He's my old friend, and he happened to say a very nice thing to me, and I was very impressed. Like, everyone has different purpose in life. My purpose, sitting with you, eating this watermelon, can be my purpose, and having fun. This is my fun, and this is my happiness, whatever you call to be in moment. But he told me that every human should try to find at least one or two activity that they really like to do by themselves, that they don't depend on anyone, and that thing should really give them happiness. So if any point of time they have not found it, they should try to find out. It can be as simple as just cutting vegetables or cooking or cleaning house. It can be anything, and it can be really something that can be carried with you for lifelong,
Yeah.
and it can make some changes. So when I was growing up, I always thought that success, this, that, success has a different term. Everyone has different success stories. But yeah. But for now, I started believing that all these little things can contribute a lot to less anxiousness, and which should not be labeled as depression for sure. So I think overall these are some key random thoughts, and I think that can help anyone. And this is more like we are talking like your
As
friends.
friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if you guys have any
Questions,
issues,
any issues,
yeah.
two more people with more issues can discuss it and can help you.
expert of issues.
Yeah, experts
Yeah.
of overthinking, experts of
Be
issues,
it personal life, love life, parents,
professional life,
values,
education.
religion, anything.
We are very open people. I
Very
mean, I
open,
myself is a
flexible.
Hindu, and she is a Muslim, practicing Muslim. Very like, huh? कोई नहीं. So that's how, like, it's all about openness, it's inclusiveness, believing in things, not believing in. You can be atheist, you can be whoever you are, but at the
But
end of the day,
please don't try to debate us. We believe in God and we don't want to. We don't want to deny that.
and at the end of the day, it's all who you are. Carry yourself, and as long as you feel and you are mentally satisfied at the end of the day that you are doing right things with right values and perspectives, you are good to go. And there is no one should be there to judge, because in this generation, I am telling you, no one has that much really time
Exactly.
to judge people, analyze people. Unless there are that kind of people, please go find some job.
But mostly people don't care.
Yeah, and
Right.
everyone thinks they care. For example, when I am excited about myself, I will talk a lot about myself, thinking that the person is concerned. But maybe they are listening with heart if they care a little bit. If not, they might forget in a while. Same thing, if she is excited, she might think it's a very important thing, but it may not be true. She might talk whole day about it, but I may not be caring for it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's painful. So at the end of the day, all your battles are all yours. But of course, it's very good to have inclusive community, your good friends, your best friends, your family.
especially, yeah.
Oh my, for sure, you should have these things and these people. And yeah, all the best to everyone.
Okay, bye.
Bye guys.